We are live on air with the Classic Traveler West Marches Styled edition number 2. We hope to get a full edition out tonight without any technical difficulties. Under the Vanders dome, Saar, you are taking your data chip back to your place so you can hopefully crack it and find something that will pay the next month's rent on your pumped cube. And Hamza is hanging around outside your place. Actually, he got himself let in because he's, I guess he's a celebrity enough to be able to do that. He's always hanging out at your place because you promised to tune up his power converters for his race car. You're supposed to have those ready for him.
Do I have them ready?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're pretty
Nice.
responsible side hustle guy. And I guess Esoterrorist, you hang out with your race car buddy.
All right.
So I guess you guys have been hanging out in Saar's apartment, waiting for him to show up. Because you picked up that contract gig, so you went away unexpectedly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we'll start. And as well, one of the kickers, I guess, to get things going, the scream sheets on your vid display in your apartment is there's a news blast about a shootout that erupted at the Synapse Bar between off-duty Omni security guards and binary dog gangbangers. And then you see that meaty, dumb face Saar that you always know as was Jose's character called Schmidt.
I think it was Eric's.
That was Eric was Schmidt, so it's not him.
Jose was Jones, the mechanic.
Jones, the mechanic. Like, there's video of him and Paul's character going into the binary. The Synapse. And then there's obviously some chopped news video of some type of gunfight, and it looks like, and what's being broadcast is that these are were off-duty cops involved in the drug trade. Looks like they got in a shootout with gang members, and they should be considered armed and dangerous. And if anyone sees them, to inform Omni Security.
Oh, so I'm glad I didn't go with them then.
Yep, but you did go with them on a mission recently.
Yeah.
By Omni Security, and you're out of touch. Obviously, and it doesn't look like Schmidt is his name is involved in any of this either. So, and that's going on right now. Like, that's live news flash. Vanders dome. Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, and then there's something about a little group of bung monkeys who got beat up, but no one cares about that.
Yeah, that hasn't hit the news yet.
All right, so I'll see these yahoos hanging out in my place and say, hey, I got some very delicate business to take care of, so, grab your parts and scram A.
Delicate business. Do you think you need any help with that?
From the Hansas?
Look at these guys, right?
Hands of 1, hands of 2.
Yeah.
Obviously, Omar is going to be a little edgy from the recent terrorist attack and concern about this data that he's pilfered. So
Yep.
Maybe why don't you guys hang out outside just in case?
Okay.
All right.
So you want to crack your...
Yeah, put this in, see what we got going on. Yeah.
You can tell that it's got. You think it's got 8 files on it. You are able to. The easiest thing to access relatively quickly is pictures of a corporate party in Kazawan City. The photos seem to focus on a single individual. You would most likely have to run a face recognition program to identify the person on the photo. This seems to be the focus of the photos. And getting deeper into the data dump chip, you would need, it'd probably take you 6 hours to crack the next piece of information without destroying the disk.
How long would it take to do the facial recognition? And is there like a print on like when these were taken? You know, embedded in there in the pictures?
Recent. They look about a month old. You got 20 days. You got 20-day ago timestamp and facial recognition. You've got some software you could probably run it in 15 minutes.
Oh, then I should go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Maybe get the other stuff started and then check on this. Check on the facial recognition to see who this guy is or who any of these people are in Kansas City partying down.
Yep. Well, the Hamza crew is cold lamping outside in front of your apartment. We'll put you on the 4th floor out on the concourse, the open catwalk, stairs up. A couple of guys walk up on the concourse, and Hamza, driver, one of them's name is Klug, and he says, "What are you doing here?" And you recognize Klug as one of Collis Down's stooges. The only reason you know Collis Down is because you're friends with his son, Flair, who's a big-time celebrity athlete. He does a lot of recent. You know that he's on this what's it? Scarvis, another planet. He's off planet doing some hot shit gravity skiing for a sports show.
All right. So we know this guy through his father, right?
This guy is one of his father's, stooges, because Flair's dad, Collis, is rich, and you know his son because of your racing on Scalville.
Right.
And that's not done within the dome. That's done outside in the wastes under the tainted skies of Scalville. And because you guys have competed before, he's like a super athlete type thing. And, you know, he's made sure he's given you some cash along the way to try to improve your ride. So that's how you know him.
Yeah. Hey, man, what's going on? That's why I asked him.
They say they're here looking for, a guy named Saar. He's supposed to live around here.
I don't know, sir.
Well, what brings you? What do you need from Saar?
Papa Down wants to talk to him.
Pop it down.
A few questions. That's Collis is the father. Flair is the son.
Hmm. So, Yang,
Yeah.
what do you think about this?
I don't think a whole lot.
Well, I think we know where Saar is. Just, what sort of questions are you looking to ask him?
He was hoping Saar may be able to help him answer some questions about Flair.
About Flair.
Yeah, yeah. He recently came back early from that trip. I don't know if you heard,
Nah.
but yeah. Call us. He sent he sent out he paid to get the scouts. I guess he was in trouble out there on that sports mountain expedition. But he's back, and I guess something's not right. And I know he just said come and get this Saar guy. I don't know why.
Okay. If you
But no, it has
promise,
something to do with his son.
you promise to be gentle, I can tell you where he is. Okay?
He's like, yeah. We just want to give him a ride.
Yeah.
The man wants to talk to him.
Okay. Yang, what do you think about this?
I mean, if you know where they
I
are,
think you're taking the right course of action here.
We'll wait right here.
Yeah, sure. No problem, man.
Okay. Also, Jay, Dave, he wants in, if you don't mind that.
Did he play in last session?
He did.
He did. He's going to have a new character.
Okay, I told him that. Should I give him the link then?
Yep.
Okay. Nice cat.
Your facial recognition program comes up with Paolo Song. Corporate executive for Omni Sun. You'd have to do a few more Google searches to find out specifically what he does when your door is being buzzed by Hamza.
Come back later, not here.
Whatever.
Hamza, what are you going to say? He told you to go away again.
All right. I guess he's busy.
Like I said, man, it's whatever.
Yeah.
So, William, we've got some goons that work for Call Us Down. Do you want to be one of the goons?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a quick rundown of what the fuck I'm doing there.
Your boss has told you that he wants to speak with Saar, and you can find Saar down at the new Lankmar apartments on the Owen block. And when you get there, you find Hamza is hanging out on that concourse on that floor where his apartment's supposed to be, and you recognize him as a racer that pals around with your boss's son. And Big Rich Daddy said, "Go get this guy." And his son is an athlete that came back from Zarvis early, who was supposed to be doing some big, like X Games styled gravity ski event off planet. And something's got him bothered about his son upon his return, and you have no idea why he would want to speak to Saar.
Speak to Saar. So Saar isn't here, I'm guessing, right?
Well, there's these two local dome dudes that are hanging out that you recognize, and they said, "Yeah, we know where he is. We can get you." And then Hamza said he'd go get him, and I guess now he's back.
Yeah, man, he's apparently busy with something. Said to try back later.
You know, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
So there you go, William. That's your prop. That's your deal. What's your character's name?
Hugo Rossi.
Hugo Rossi. That sounds like a Godfather name, doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like
Yeah.
a guy that got choked out at the bar with the piano
Yeah.
water?
Like, I checked this general. I got mechanical 5.
Okay.
This is
Okay. I guess you're then you're work as part of, I guess, the famous Athlete's Son's pit crew and whatever crazy athletic supersonic sci-fi sport he's in.
I think supersonic sci-fi sport. Yeah.
And so that's why his dad sends you to find Saar or whatever, because you're a close confidant of the sporting family. Been working
Alright.
for him for years. How does that work?
Yeah, it seems, yeah, should work just fine. So it's, okay, so I'm talking to, so Hamza's there. He's the one on the racing team driver, right?
Yeah.
No, he's got talent, but he's a local guy, so he's only in the amateur racket.
Yeah,
You think he's got the stuff, what it takes for the big time, but being a local kid, no one's going to give him a time of day. He's a Vanders dome rat.
so. Hey, so looking for Saar. Boss on find him. Where is he? That's
Yeah. I think is. I don't know, man. The guy keeps on telling me that he's out. I think he's over in the next tab block over. I think he's visiting some friends. Says that he's busy.
well. Guess go there then.
I guess so.
You can't go back empty-handed.
Nice. Can't go back empty-handed. No. Just about for context, is the whole party as part of the Saar gathering scheme, right?
No,
Oh, just me then.
no,
You have
no.
some guy named Klug with you, though, apparently.
Yeah, I guess yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's your backup.
You know what, Rossi?
I have no context what's happening. Yo.
If you leave Pug behind, we might be able to figure out which apartment he's at. But you're gonna have to come alone, okay?
Well, guess I have a better option.
Yeah, Klug
It's not
doesn't
Noah.
mind. He's a brainless thug.
Brainless.
Well, you know, not so much brainless. He likes to hit the
People.
hits the modified Zukar a little hard, and so he doesn't pay attention very well. But he is prone to suggestions, so he's easy to order around.
Well, yeah. Just stay here, keep an eye out, wait till I get back. Just don't chase up a lead.
And you had to take the tube from Kazawan City because Call Us Down does not live in Vanders Dome. So it's been what? It's been like a 2-hour tube ride to get out here.
All in a day's work, I guess. So,
Am I still injured then? I'd probably still be injured, right?
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You're in the same condition you last left off.
Nice.
Oh, still.
What are you guys doing? You're facing each
Yeah.
other up, staying there, hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plug
What
is
would-
the only person that doesn't mind.
Yeah. So, anyways, once Clug's gone, we're gonna ring the buzzer again for Saar.
And by this time, Paulo Song is the high-level corporate executive for OmniSun in charge of the agri-augmentation program being run out of ORIF.
So yeah.
I don't really feel like I can make any money on this yet, so I'm just gonna have to leave the stuff going and see what the Huangs want. Or Hansa, sorry.
There's Hamza Yang and Hamza Anderson.
All right.
If you want to be the only Hamza, you can just call me Yang.
Okay. No, I prefer to be Anderson.
All
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna have to start calling you Mr. Anderson. You're Mr. Anderson. That is fine. I can do that.
All right. So I guess I would be trying to treat my wounds now since I got this going. I've been sitting here too long because there was quite a firefight that we were involved in. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long it takes to get any of that back, but I am pretty messed up.
You need advanced medical treatment.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, all right, I'm going to see if
to speed up aid, which is available under the dome. It just comes at a big price.
yeah. So, yeah, I'll let these guys in and see what the heck they want.
All right. Okay, my man Rossi here, he's been looking for you. He's got some questions, if you don't mind.
I'm assuming Rossi doesn't look like a stooge.
No, Rossi looks like I guess he would be well paid for his work.
Yeah.
So he looks out of he's definitely not the kind of person that's usually hanging out on your block. He's got Kazawan City style written all over him.
So you're Rossi? I'm Saar. What do you need, bud?
Well, boss came told me to get you. Sunrise son. That's all I know.
You don't look like the type coming to get. I mean, obviously you can see I'm hurt here. It's been a rough day. Can we hang out for a while? You know, take it easy. I could, unless you got some street dog cred around here or something like that.
Wasn't it? Wait, did the boss set a time limit for my mission, or?
Yeah, he wanted him back as quickly as possible. He's really concerned about his son.
So Rossi, do you think that your boss can help him get some aid? Like, heck, even like just any medical attention?
Ow. Okay. Would I know the boss well enough to know if he'd think I'm wasting time and money by getting medical attention, or?
No, you would know that call us down doesn't waste his time. So if he wanted to speak with him, you would want to speak with him.
I mean, do I have any,
I mean,
communicators like around the place? Like,
Oh yeah,
department?
yeah. You could communicate to him, sure.
Hmm.
You know, text or whatever type of thing. You guys all got your little cell phones.
Things, yeah.
Parkour.
I guess I'll just give boss a message that I found the guy that is injured.
He encourages you to get him out of the dome as quickly as you can, but if he's seriously injured, do what you can, but recommends getting out of the dome as quickly as you can.
And how seriously injured is Saar?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. But you got shot, or did you get electrocuted? Was it just electrocution, or just
Strength is down. I'm down to 5 from 9. My dexterity is down to 7 from C, and my endurance is down to 3 from 9. So that would be 6. That's a lot of getting beat up, I would say. 9, 10,
yeah? You
11,
also got
12,
electrocuted too, so your hands
Yeah.
are fried.
5 and 6 is 11. So I'm down like 14 points, 16 points actually. So a
Man,
lot.
it's amazing you're still alive after that.
Yeah, you've been electrocuted, and you've been in, I think, a brisk gunfight down in the lower levels. I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, he looks seriously hurt. He's just came through the ringer, and like, once again, I guess you would be Hugo wondering, what does this guy have anything to do with what's going on with your racing boss, or celebrity boss there deal going on. But there you are for some reason.
But if it sounds like they can get me taken care of, at least, some stim packs and get some sort of soothing on these burns from electricity, that's fine. I'll wrap up my equipment in a tote or in a bag, sling it and take off. I'll leave this running though for the next 6 hours here in my apartment.
Okay, you got it.
Can I make a quick copy of it first so I can have a copy as well?
Yes, you can make a copy of it.
Okay.
It's going to take 40 minutes.
All right. Entertain these guys for 40 minutes. Pop some aspirin. Say, hey, I can't leave without this data.
Okay.
Just
All
make
right.
as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Let's see if 40 minutes goes by without issue. Okay, the 40 minutes is up. Ching! Pops like a Pop-Tart.
Pop-Tart.
Floppy disk pops out.
All right, let's roll then.
All right.
You got to head to the nearest tube station and ride the rails to Kazawan City. You speed. The 2 hours goes quickly and uneventfully. There's still more news broadcasts of continued police and gang violence in the drug war. You see the pictures of Jose and Paul up. Wanted, any information, considered armed and dangerous. And so then now you're in the in Kazawan City. Quick ride to the posh high rise where Collis Down, the rich citizen of Kazawan City, lives. And Saar, you're getting hooked up with your stim packs and stuff. You have an attendant. You were being attended to and getting advanced medical aid. Everyone's been given drinks, and this heavy-set, weathered-faced man in a smart suit comes in. And he asked you about. He asked you, Saar, were you? Did you go out to that facility that was that experienced that terrorist attack. There, so
yeah, I was in the employ of Schmidt and returned when he did.
What'd you find out there?
Everything was shut down, and then there were some terrorists, and we had to deal with them. And Schmidt turned in all the paperwork.
Do you know what they were after?
The terrorists, they were acting funky, and as you can see,
Yeah, after what were they after? He wants to know if you know what they were after.
No.
Mm-hmm. Do you know that I hired, and it was really expensive for the scouts to go out to Zarvis, pick up my son. He was running trouble on his expedition. And scout ship returned earlier than I expected, but they returned my son, which I'm incredibly grateful for. On that trip, they also returned. They went out with 4 men, 4 scouts, and they only came back with one and the body of another. Body of that scout that was on that trip was sent to that facility. I have my ways of finding these things out, and I need to check out that body.
Well, as far as I know, it's still being locked down by protesters from the union or something. It's not easy to get in.
You and your crew, when you were out there with Schmidt, the terrorists threw a body in the boat and drove out onto the sea.
Oh, they did. Oh, okay. I don't remember that part.
I know, it's been a long time. Whole thing has been going. It's been spanning intermittent games over like 3 years. So
nice.
I understand that we would forget, but you remember that they threw a body in the boat and took off.
Yeah, for some reason they took off with the body. I thought it was weird at the time.
Do you think you could track it down? You think you could track them down?
They took off, isn't it? It's like past the this is out in the wastes, right?
Yep.
Do I think I could do that? I'm sure for a price, I mean, anything's possible.
Okay. Yeah, he's willing to pay. He wants to get a hold of that body because he thinks it's got some information that maybe will help him.
I mean, we'll probably need like a VTOL or something that we can head out there and some sort of tracking. And if you know something about like the boat maybe, or who those terrorists are or who they were working for, that would help.
Well, I can try to find, but if they fled out in the waste, they're going to have some settlement, be tied in with some underground dirt farmers or something. You can't survive out on the surface. You know, there's scattered underground farms known to be out there.
If you can tell us where those are, we could go and find out what's going on.
Okay. He gives you a printout of 3 separate locations north of the Scalwell Sea. And they are different groups of colonists that have decided to, live out under the dome and not pay the prices and make a living out just under the surface, either harvesting, growing food underneath the ground. A lot that they would be the type of people that were protesting outside the facility when the water was shut off by the terrorist attack, because they depend on that.
Big survivalist guys, eh?
Yep.
It's going to be a tough time. Do you think you can issue us some hardware if you're planning on sending us out there?
Absolutely. What do you need?
What do we need?
We're going to be out on the surface vehicle, and maybe some rifles too.
Yeah, transport.
Well, he understands that you're not a bad driver. So
not at all.
He's got a slick sealed air raft, which is basically a kind of thinking like your FJ Jeep, but it's got gravity engines. Uses those grav engines. Yeah. And drives along the surface and was totally equipped to handle the rugged terrain of Scalville. And filter suits. What do you think you need for hardware for weapons?
We're going to be out on the surface. Probably some rifles.
Okay.
Got one thing of mine I'll be bringing along as well in case things get a bit too close. Aside from that, do you think we should bring armor?
I have a mesh jacket on.
Couldn't hurt. I mean, we're dealing with people who are willing to get into a violent and dangerous combat encounter on a research facility to steal a body.
Yeah, that's pretty serious.
Yeah.
What do we have access to here? It's not like we have combat armor, I'm assuming.
No. I think
cloth.
What Saar has been wearing is probably some of the best or regularly available armor.
Yeah, mesh.
So he's got access to mesh suits. They use them for racing.
Yeah. Take along mesh suits then, along with some rifles. I'll bring along my broadsword from home.
What are you gonna do with a sword, man?
We don't know if things are gonna get close.
I have a cutlass.
You guys are crazy. What year is this?
Crazy times call for crazy measures.
All right. So we're heading out into the wastes of Scalville.
So how much am I healed?
$6 points.
And I can just choose?
Yep.
One quick question. If we are issued rifles, how many magazines should we expect with it?
3 each.
Cool.
Nice.
So that I should count that as 2 extra.
Yep. That you should. Okay, there's 3 populated settlements: Heron, Crooner, and Horsehale.
None of those sound very appetizing, I gotta say.
You don't like crooners?
I think I'd rather be with the horsehair.
Heron is in the business of growing and harvesting gigantic slate gray slugs.
Nice.
Crooner they harvest Helboria wood. And that's really, it's not an industrial use. It's more artsy, craftsy stuff to Kazawan City. So that's going to be your arts and crafts hippie camp. And where's that? Okay. Some heavy industry here. Training classifications. Hydrogen for fuel. Horsehail cracks hydrogen for fuel.
Yeah.
So that one's the deepest below ground.
Frackers.
They're frackers. Yeah. There you go. Fracking the frackers.
Yeah. Which one do you think has our boy?
Slug farmers. Let's see.
Yeah. Maybe we should start with the hippies, go to the slug farmers next, and then finish off with the frackers, if we're looking.
I didn't see you as a hippie guy, but that's fine with me.
Don't have to like them, just have to deal with them.
Man, these are old. They smell old.
Some things that a PDF can't recreate.
That's true. Very good, George. I like that. It smell of that old musky book.
I mean, it's not that old. 81.
I mean, it's older than I am.
Well, it's not older than I am. Or Jay.
Okay. Random encounter check. I'm hitting every random encounter check. What will random encounter be? We have a random encounter. Your scopes on your vehicle are picking up a large, looks like a swarm
Oh boy.
On the up ahead of you, as you're going around and over the rough terrain. Guess being locals here, you'd know something about what might be expected.
Yeah, probably enough to know to start doing some evasive maneuvers.
Let me find the appropriate.
Yeah, swarm doesn't sound good.
That's usually an indication of a swarm of flying wempiers.
Oh, wampirs?
Yeah, they are creatures that are mottled gray and blue, shaped like aggressively styled blimps with short sweeping wings. They got tiny horns, vicious barbed mouths, and individually, of course, it's nothing but a harmless nuisance. But a swarm of them all together, moving around and looking for something to attack and eat. A moving ground car becomes an attractive target.
Yeah. I'm gonna do some evasive maneuvers, give them a wide berth. Assuming I'm the one driving, right?
I am assuming you're the one driving because you got the skill.
Yeah.
I say we riddle these dogs with some small arms fire as we do some evasive maneuvers. Does it have ports that we can like do, or is it environmentally enclosed so we can't open the doors to fire out ballistic weapons? Or
Oh, you can. It's like, think of it as a rather big Hummer on grav engine. So if you want to pull down open ports, yeah, you can.
but I was worried about environmentally. Is it going to like hard for us to
Right.
breathe?
Yeah, you would have to get up in your put your filter masks on, suits
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
You can do that, and then everyone
I think
has.
we would have our filter masks on anyways.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
make
do
a
it.
drive roll. Your target number is an 8 or better.
Okay.
You have it. Well,
Okay, I rolled 4 and 6. That's a 10.
okay. Good enough. Your roll is good enough that your maneuvering and the constant firing of at the as the swarm as it tries to collide and latch on and rip your vehicle to shreds, you are able to get through without damage to the vehicle.
Good.
But you had to blow away one of your magazines. Like people who were firing you on you emptied a magazine.
All right. 1 mag dump, and the boss ain't mad at us. I think that's a good trade-off.
And we had 3 magazines each, right?
Yep.
I'm misremembering that. Okay.
I was using an SMG, not a rifle. I guess I don't know what you guys were using, SMGs or rifles or.
I think the Hanzas were given rifles. That was
Yeah.
what I understood.
Both of us get rifles.
Okay, I have an SMG and a rifle already, so understood.
So I think we're down to 11 from 12 magazines that we were issued.
Yep.
All right.
No, everyone who was firing expended the magazine.
All right. I was driving.
It's a big swarm. They're huge. It's a massive obstacle.
So there aren't 3 people shooting. That means we're down to 9 from 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Might have to figure out if these guys are hoarding any weapons.
Crooner is unlike the other two, is a surface tented community, not so much like a dome, but they think of structures in Antarctica.
Ah,
You know, they've kind of like put in tin shacks.
sort of like in the Thing.
Yeah, yeah. Think of the Thing. You're at a Thing place,
Right.
but the sky is purple, and you have driving acid rain. And you can see what they call Hellborean wood is these groves of these slender arching. They're technically plants, but they're very stony, and they look like like if you took horseshoes and pounded them into the ground, but hundreds of them, and they grow out of the rocky ground.
Are they
And
large? You described them as being in groves.
yeah, and it's like these arches.
Okay.
When I mean a grove, yeah, they grow clustered together
Okay.
on the surface. They're really large, like a mature Hellborean wood tree is as wide as your vehicle and stretches 30 yards before it goes back into the ground, the rocky ground.
Yeah. Gotta be careful with navigating this low.
And you can carve them into any shape you want, and when you backlight them or give them any light, they make these crazy kaleidoscope reflections. So they're used by the rich in Kazawan City as a decorative building material.
Imagine the sort of rave you could hold with a building made out of those.
And and you get hailed, you know.
All right.
Cruna
Who wants?
Farms to Bogey 1. Please identify.
All right. Who wants to answer the hailing?
Do we have an obligation to?
Well, I think it's just polite.
Otherwise, they might start shooting at us. That's what I'd do.
Sorry, you want to answer? Or should Rossi or I do so?
Hey, Crooner. We just got some visitors here heading around looking for some criminals out this way. Wondering if we could stop in and do a little talking.
Sure, no criminal activity out here, sir. Nothing but hard work and lousy pay. Dinner's just about being served. You're sure welcome.
That's
Come
the
on
way
down,
it is everywhere.
5.
All right, we'll land. Is this Crooner is on the water that is attached to the Omnicorp dome? No.
No, you guys are north of the dome quite a ways. You are in the hard scrabble wastes.
Okay. All right. Put her down, race car driver.
Okay. I'm going to land in an area close to where they're settled in. Just see if they have any good places where there aren't too many of those crazy little trees.
Yeah, they give you get a navigational marker to one of their strips where you can land safely.
Good.
Not like you're, yeah. Come on in. I'll be right back. I gotta use.
All right.
Hmm.
All right, so Saar's taking his SMG. He's got beret on, jauntily, dark-skinned, with a big scar under one eye, obviously limping, and his hands are heavily wrapped, but his fingers are still visible.
Okay. Just outside your vehicles, there's one person in the common outdoor colonists patched and mended environmental suit and filter masks obscuring their face. He says, "Hi, I'm Cicero. If you folks want to head over to the mess tent, we're just all sitting down for dinner."
What's on the menu, Cicero?
The usual underground cabbage. Pretty flavorless, but gets the job done.
You hang out here often? Are you on watch, Cicero? You ever see any
On watch. This is my place.
ever see any stragglers coming in out of the hard scrap without vehicles?
Without vehicles, no. No. I don't know how long you could stay out here without a vehicle. You know?
Is there any way to reach you from the lake near the Omnihab? Omnisun?
Not real easy. It'd be a long way around. There's some rough ground between us and that facility. You have to have one of these fancy city cars you got here. Make good time.
So you didn't were you guys put out by the loss of water from there when they shut the water off?
No, we've made our way and not dependent on that facility. Can't really afford it. We've been making some really they've been working, not great, but filter equipment to filter the acid rain.
You other guys got any questions?
Sorry, I just got back. We're questioning these guys if they have any knowledge about the recent events regarding our golden boy, right?
We're looking for terrorists who left the Omnisun facility with a body. That's who we're looking for.
Yeah.
Terrorists? What do you mean terrorists?
Well, I wasn't really telling Cicero that. I was just trying to tell
Okay.
the other player what was going on.
Yeah.
Well, he knows that the labor union definitely tries to get them involved in any dispute with ORIF, but they like to try to keep themselves out of the fray. They don't have weapons, no money, not much money. Barely making a living out here.
Now, what's the connection between ORIF and Omnisun? I'm confused. Yeah.
ORIF was an Omni-Huron research facility.
Okay.
Huron is the only other major company on the planet. There's Huron and Omnisun, the two major corporations.
Okay.
And they're familiar throughout the outer frontier. And the only question is, do the scouts work for what do I call it? I got the outer frontier. What's the intersystem government, or
the Imperium or whatever?
Yeah, or it's just called the intersystems.
Okay. What
or the corporations. That's always debatable.
I say we eat with these guys and, make friends with them and then offer them a reward if they find any news of these guys, and then they call us if they do.
I think that's a good plan, Saar.
Yeah, they're happy to. What do these terrorists look like? What are they after, or what are they're kind of like,
They're on the run. They had shut down the corp or the ORIF and carrying some illegal contraband, but don't mess with it because it's quarantined.
okay, sure, happy to. You got a number we can call?
Give them our number.
Okay, so we'll call it a radio ID.
Yeah.
Radio ID number. Okay, are you going to stay or are you going to head out?
We'll eat or whatever, but then I say whichever, we'll go on to the nearest one.
Which is closer, Horsetail or Hareen? Slug farmers or hydrogen frackers? The slug farmers are closer.
Guess we should go for slug farmers.
And none of these are reachable by the sea that was out next to Omri, right? So no matter what, they had to either get another vehicle or they're walking.
Yeah, and you did notice that they had left the shore in an ATV.
Okay, all right.
A ground vehicle, not a ground effect vehicle like a Jev or Grab, but old fashioned, grind it out on the terrain, which is just slow going, much slower than having that lift that air rafts give you. So they're all just varying degrees north. Your scanners can tell you, like, the Hellborian, the Crooner Hellborian Wood farm is the most treacherous to get to. And Heron and Horsesail and ATV could get there over the rough ground. They're not in any really hard to reach places. The Slug farm is in a large grotto, so it's sheltered from the acid rain.
It occurs to me that if there are any sort of, I mean, they may not be coming here, but we have to probably narrow it down away from these other places. They could have a base or something that they have, because if it's underground and they're protected, then, but eventually they would probably have to get here for fresh water or whatever. So let's head down into this grotto.
You're hailed again. This is, Heron Station. Please identify.
We'll give them the same spiel. Private guns. I'll be right back.
Yep. They report back that they haven't had any sightings of terrorist activity. They want to know, they understand that the ORIF's facility is up and running and they're all good and they're all fine and don't need you to stop.
Well, we just got a bit of a suspicion that there might be some traces or that there might be some information we could get. So we'd like to come in and ask some questions.
Radio response is back. Yeah. Omni-Sun's not welcome here unless you got a warrant.
Well, you're lucky. Wait, we're not Omni-Sun, are we?
And who are you?
We'll tell him that we're working for a man who's looking for something regarding one of his kids. Private dicks, essentially.
Clarence denied. We don't have time for this foolishness.
You found him and took care of it, right?
If only it were that simple.
No, they're refusing landing.
Oh, they are. Okay, this is interesting.
Yep, they
Yeah.
asked business. You guys told them. They said,
Yeah. I'm going to say this off comms. I think they do know something. So,
All right, so we should be able to land almost anywhere in this kind of vehicle that's relatively
Land
flat. It's not
anywhere.
that
Yep.
big, so
do we see, like, do they have any defensive structures or anything over on this slug farm?
the defensive structure is basically the grotto itself. And I don't know if I'm describing a grotto well, but a quick picture of what I'm envisioning.
Yeah, sort of like a cave
This
system.
would be a side view of it. The entrance is this opening, and then this is rock.
it's like a
And it's
cave
open.
underground, right?
Yeah,
And there's water
this-
there. And that's what a grotto
this-
usually is.
is on the surface, this big rock covering, and they enter in through the front. And so their community is inside.
All right. It's going to be the four of us against how many? I think these guys might be Union. For some reason, they think we're Omnicorps.
Well, they didn't assume. They just said, "Hey, we don't." You were asking about the facility, and you were looking for people that may have been participating in the attack on the facility, and that's when they said, Omni-Sun's not welcome here.
Yeah. So these guys probably might be Union.
Yeah, laborers, right? I mean, we could forward and say that we're not with Omnisun. We're private bounty hunters.
He did. He already did that, and he still
Okay.
got confused.
Shut down. All right, so how big is the opening into the grotto?
30 meters wide, 15 meters high.
And we're about 5 meters wide and high, probably boxy.
Yep.
If that 3, maybe, I guess.
Yep.
Do we see like any gun embankments or anything like that?
Nope.
All right, maybe we should land outside and see if we can see where like a land vehicle has recently gone through here or something. I mean, it could just be that they don't want to deal with Omnisun, basically. They don't want to deal with any officials. Or it could be that the actual terrorists that we're after have taken over or something.
Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to path of least resistance and they must not be here and head over to
There's an obvious amount of like the vehicle traffic. They use ATVs in and out of the
Okay.
cave the grotto entrance.
Which does fit the description we were given, right?
Well, I mean, they probably just use ATVs themselves.
Yeah.
So do you want to go in here anyway, or do you want to hijack a ATV coming in and out of here, or what do you want to do?
Doing the hijacking would be pretty dependent on a few things, but I think we could do that.
Can we just go in?
Yeah, I mean, we could just try to walk in, or we could just drive in and see what happens.
I
We
think
all those
maybe,
are
like, you know,
Yeah,
drive
sort of.
closer, have some people check it out, but leave the engine running, kind of deal.
Yeah. Have one of our guys with like scouting skills, like maybe Rossi, if he wants to go out.
I'm gonna take a bite of my sandwich while you guys figure that out.
Yeah. So, anyways, the protocol I'm thinking here is one guy sound as we land nearby, get sort of an idea of what the lay of the land is. And if we think there's not going to be much resistance, we can go in and start asking questions.
Sorry, my wife was talking to me. What do you want to do?
Have one guy come out, get a little bit of a better idea of what's going on, and then hopefully we can, if all things seem clear, get a better idea of what's going on exactly. Of course, being prepared for a firefight should things go wrong.
All right. Who you sending in, boss?
Any volunteers?
I mean, I'll go.
Okay. All right, Young.
You just go walk into the farm.
Yeah, I mean, slowly, carefully, but that's the general idea.
Okay.
Can we cover him with like a sniper rifle or something?
Yeah, you can try to keep an eye on them.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'll jump out as well in the with the filtration, and I'll sit by at the ready with my rifle.
Maybe you should have the car ready instead.
Okay, never mind.
That was part of the plan. That's why I volunteered.
Yeah, I'll keep the car ready.
I'm going to see if the surprise rules of Traveler can inform me.
Oh, good luck.
What do you mean, good luck?
I feel like surprise in this game is if you surprise someone, you just keep on attacking until they're unsurprised. I feel like
being caught surprised, but I want to see if I can use it as well as a good procedure of sneaking up and observing something without getting seen.
Okay, so it's basically saying roll one die for each party. If one party has a die roll of 3 or more greater than the other party, the higher rolling party has achieved surprise.
Yep, so it looks like it's going to be a contested roll. Yang, do you have any skills or anything that you can think of to bring to bear to... I'm imagining you're trying to approach this place unobserved.
That's the idea.
Get close enough to get a view to see what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Do you have anything particular in that slim list of skills that may act as a die modifier?
It doesn't look like it.
No. Forward observer would be one that I would probably...
Yeah.
Yeah, all of my skills are combat skills.
Yeah, maybe Rossi might have been better for this.
Okay. Well, Yang, roll a 6-sided dice and tell me what you get.
Let me find one. Come on. It might be convenient if you could roll this time. I'll go grab them in a second.
No, I'm going to make you roll it.
All right, we're
I was
back.
going to say, I got a 3 if you want to take that.
I'm not going to roll your fate. Hob, Saar, your eye watch.
Dang. I feel like I'm holding this up. I actually don't know where those are right now.
Okay. You see, I will take Hobbs's roll 3. They rolled a 5. It's not 3 or greater, so they don't observe you, see you. You haven't revealed yourself. And you see 2 ATVs pulling out and heading in an easterly direction
Okay.
away from you.
Is it only one person on each ATV?
No, there's 2.
Right.
2 on each ATV. Do they seem to be armed?
You can't tell
Yeah,
if this.
I was gonna say, is there anything else I can make out about the people on the ATVs? All right.
No, they're dudes in the proper gear to be on the surface, driving around in an ATV. Yeah, there's nothing. There doesn't seem to be any barrier in the entrance of the grotto. They just, they drove out. From where you are, you can see lights. They are, there's lights inside, and there's structures.
Okay.
And you're sure that more of the facility is underground as well.
So how hard would it be for me to position myself in a way that I could maybe get some more detailed information about what's inside? Like, is there a lot of cover between me and the entrance to the grotto?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
that's like the main, I guess, natural defense of their facility is they have an open view to their front.
Right. Okay, I don't think there's much I could really accomplish here, so I'm going to go back to the car. So what now, my friends?
Are they heading out of the grotto?
Yeah.
They left, yeah.
4 guys going east on 2 ATVs.
Well, I think we should follow them. See what they might know.
Sure. They might lead us somewhere interesting.
Might be the best lead we have.
Well, considering...
And if they...
You go.
And if they don't have a lead, maybe they can take us to someone who does. Depends on how dirty you want to be with this.
That's all up to you guys.
Sounds good. You're muted. Jay, you're muted.
How are you following them? That's my question. I'm imagining this.
We're gonna, after they take off, gonna get the hovercraft back up, the air raft back up, and we're gonna overtake him and try hailing them or try and surround them.
Well, I don't know how you surround 2 ATVs from an air raft, but you can sure try to hail them, of course.
Yeah, we're gonna try and overtake them and hail them, telling them to pull over.
They split and go in different directions.
All right, let's follow one of them.
You can easily overtake them. Your grab vehicle has much better capabilities than an ATV in this terrain. It's almost like, running down someone on a dirt bike and they're on foot. Would be the speed difference. So one of the guys turn around and shooting at you.
Well, you want to shoot back? What's the deal?
Yeah. Boys, time to get the gun ports.
And Classic Traveler is wonderful because it has very vague to non-existent vehicle combat rules.
All right.
So you're definitely going to be winging this thing. The encounter range. We need to.
Let's just get up on top of them. I mean, how much can they really hurt us? I know it's not an armored vehicle, but still.
Mhm.
Bullets usually hurt.
Well, just think of it this way: you're driving up on a Jeep on someone, say, on an ATV. You got a submachine gun. They got a rifle. I mean,
I don't feel
people,
too worried.
people can get hurt.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, I think you should just get right up on top of them, and then we can just like spray these guys with SMG fire. Or if you had a rifle, shoot your rifle. What?
Roll up and roast them like.
So we're just gonna kill him. That's the move.
What was those? Menace to Society or something like that? Rolling up, raking them.
I get what else you want to do. They're shooting at us.
Yeah,
They shot first. It was self-defense.
Besides, we can just jump on this ATV and then drive in later. See if they got like shortwave radio, or we can pick up any like channels that they're talking on and hear what they're saying or whatever.
Okay, so this is going to be short range. I mean, I'm sorry, it's got to be medium range. Medium range is at pistol range from 6 to 50 meters. But I guess long range is 51 to 250 meters. So I think we got to have a long range and then a medium range round of range combat.
They're not going to hit us with a. What's this guy using?
Looks like he's got a rifle.
A rifle on an ATV? Did he stop?
No, there's two.
Oh, okay. There's a guy riding.
One guy's driving and the other guy's in the passenger seat side by side. It's got a small cargo thing in the back. And he's just leaning back over the seat and laying his rifle, and he's probably shooting at the driver.
Oh, boy.
But combat resolution, long range.
Can I do, like, defensive driving or something?
Yep. It's going to throw off everyone else's shot, too, though. But you can.
You guys fine with that?
Don't do it. That'd be lame. Be brave.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with Iso's advice here. Gonna let
Okay.
you guys do a broadside shooting. If that's how this vehicle works. It has like broadsides for gun ports.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, how does the Jeep doors, I guess they open like a DeLorean.
Yeah.
There's four,
Okay.
and then there's a hatch, okay? So it's a 4-door DeLorean hatchback
Weird.
with gnarly grab engines. And that what's that coating that they put over like Jeeps and Hummers that's black and khaki?
I don't know what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Like a spray coating. It's like that.
No.
Is it? I'm thinking of carbon fiber, but that's.
Oh, yeah.
Tacky, but
That's more like a whole different material.
yeah. And they could have just put like a carbon fiber wrap on it.
That's true.
Awesome. Are we returning fire, or what's the story?
Yeah, I'm just adding up my guy's chance to hit you guys, at least hit your Jeep.
So it looks like we're at a -1 at long with a rifle, right?
And you can apply your skill modifier and
Okay. Is that it? The DM, I forgot what that means.
die modifier.
Die modifier.
Mm,
So does it matter like what they're trying to shoot through if they're just trying to shoot through the vehicle? Because doesn't their defender's armor versus the weapon have something to do with it?
yeah, I'm picking the ablative armor.
Okay, what armor do they have?
None. because they're in an open vehicle.
+3. Okay.
So it's
So I have a +5.
well, he hits the Jeep. I think there may be a vehicle damage. You guys can roll your shots.
Ooh, I got a 14.
Let's see where the fuck I put the dice roller.
You hit somebody.
9 minus 1.
I'll be right back. If someone could roll for me, that would be great.
Yeah, I got 8. I don't know if that hits.
I don't know what your modifiers are. I got a 5.
8 is with modifier.
No, I
Minus
was talking about whoever's left.
Ah,
8's a hit. We need an 8. That's what your target number is an 8.
all right.
And I think so you hit.
Way.
And I'm looking for that stupid vehicle damage.
Which book are you in? Book 3? Oh, no, you have all 3 books, don't you?
I have all 3 books. Right now I'm looking in
We're in an air raft, right?
yeah. Hit locations.
There's hit locations on here?
I'm in the Starship
Oh, okay. You're in the Starship book.
to try to get some vehicle, small craft, non-Starship, small. Okay. Someone wrote 2d12 and tell me what you get.
2d12. Gotta fish those out.
15.
I'm sorry, not a 2d12. This is classic Traveler. You get a 2d12 by rolling 2d6. My apologies. I need a number between 2 and 12.
10.
9.
Oh, take his. He's first. 9.
Okay. He doesn't hit the driver, but the bullet goes through the cabin.
Ooh.
There's 1, 2, 3 of you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a 1 in 6 chance that one of you guys are hit.
Saar's like a bullet magnet, so
1 in 6. I rolled a 2. The bullet goes through the cabin without hitting anybody. You guys are shooting down on them. I heard 2 hits.
that's correct.
Roll. Give me another location by rolling 2d6 for number 2 through 12.
8.
Okay. Roll a 1d6.
5.
Okay. Your guys' fire tears up the rear tires of the ATV, and it spins out of control and flips and rolls.
All right.
You see the guy on it get thrown.
Okay, I'm gonna go back on the comm saying, pull over and put down your weapons if you want to live.
Pull over.
Put down your weapons if you want to live.
They are pulled over and they are laying on the ground and picking their asses up.
They're okay. They getting up?
One of them is.
Yeah, tell them to put down their weapons if they want to live.
He keeps on running.
Okay. Tell them to stop or we'll shoot.
Do we need to shoot him?
Probably not. We'll pick up the one who ain't coming back up, and then we'll outrun this guy since he's on foot.
Okay. What do you mean specifically?
We'll get down, pick up the guy who's on the ground, and then go for the guy who's trying to get away.
Okay, who wants to grab him? Because you're the driver. You're kind of
Yeah.
shouting this shit out.
Yeah.
I say we just drop down, use our mechanic to fix this tire, and we'll send 2 guys on the ATV back inside the place to find out what's going on.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, being a good mechanic is not going to get this ATV back on the road.
Oh, come on, man.
You guys just wasted it with what, submachine gun fire?
No, rifle, 2 rifle shots.
I mean, do you guys have a spare tire?
That's even worse.
Yeah. You guys have spare tires for that thing?
I imagine an ATV would.
So the guy that you can pick up, he's really dazed.
Oh, good. He's not dead.
He's not dead. Nope. He's dazed and groaning.
Oh,
And that's why you should wear helmets while ATVing.
Yeah, the filter, his filter, suit doesn't have a helmet. And the other guy is, ducked behind rocks and crevasses and trying to run away. You don't see him right now.
yeah.
The view.
The rifle's on the ground, right?
Yeah.
We'll take the rifle.
Let's interrogate this guy and find out if why they fled and what's going on, why they didn't want any Omnisun people in the
Can
hab.
we search them?
You only got one guy.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
You can search this one guy if you want.
We've got their rifle, though, right?
His rifle.
Yeah.
They might have some
Good.
other shit on them.
Did they have any extra magazines or just the one?
Just the one.
Okay.
There's no supplies or anything on the ATV. It's a 2-seater with a back little cargo thing, and it's got 4 wheels.
Mm.
Well, now it's
No
got,
cargo.
Now, right now, it's got 3 wheels because you shredded one of the wheels with the bullet. That caused it to flip.
Hmm. I mean, there could be a way to rig up to rig it up so one of them is towing the other, possibly. That would buy a bit more materials. No, I don't think there is any.
I say we just interrogate this guy and get the information that we need from him.
Yeah.
Yep.
See if
Tells you to go frack it. What are you guys doing out here? Shooting at us. Like that.
we're returning fire. All we wanted to do is talk. Doesn't seem very friendly to just go flying off, especially with 4-armed dudes in a air raft.
Oh, what are 4 dudes in an air raft with guns coming up on us?
We need to talk. We need to find out what's going on.
I think you already got the answer. Didn't someone tell you guys to go buzz off?
We're more interested in what's going on out there.
That's not an answer we can take, buddy.
Are
Okay,
you really in a position to refuse?
I guess he doesn't expect us to kill him, or maybe he doesn't feel like he's in any danger from us. I guess it would seem silly since we just shot at him, but
In a self-defense situation.
he says you guys are fools for being out here.
Why are we fools?
Yeah, but that's
I got
my
a phone
question.
call.
Okay. Messing with us? You're never going to get back to the dome now.
And who is us?
You'll learn soon enough.
All right, you want to know? Fine, I admit it. I don't know how King Crimson works. He erases time, but what does that mean? If you erase time,
Oh,
then
no.
should he not be there?
What's that?
Dave.
Okay, that's great.
What?
That works great. I like that.
Shit. We've got a crazy guy here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looks like this has turned into a hostage situation.
My favorite.
Yeah.
I'm searching him. He does have a tattoo. Strange tattoo.
What does it look like?
It looks like the one that Hobbs saw on the guys that they fought with in this facility. And
Oh.
let me see if I can find it.
Oh. So we're getting a bit closer here. Do we have anything spooky that we could spook him with?
I don't know. It'll be up to you guys. That's your player creative imagination.
I don't know. The best I've got so far is hitting him in the gut with a rifle butt. Maybe that'll make him more compliant.
Makes him throw up some blood. Gag.
Yeah.
Which is surprising for hitting someone in the stomach with a rifle butt. You wouldn't expect that. You'd expect him maybe to throw up or gasp, but you didn't expect to see some blood come out.
You've been hit already. Been doing anything at any facilities we might know about?
Oh yeah, I've been hit up. I've been hit up real good.
All right. He's no use to us dead. Let's try to keep him alive for now. All right. Esso, any ideas?
Not particularly.
Okay. Might want to track down that other ATV.
Did we see what happened to it? I must have missed that.
No, I don't think so. I think it went in the exact opposite direction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I guess we were going north if the Grotto was going east.
Hold on, Pasta Man. The GM's making hand signs at me, and his microphone's muted, but his mouth is opening because I know he's talking. The coach is making hand signs at me, man. I don't know what he wants, though.
I'm a bit remedial.
He says kill the prisoner.
Yes, I was saying you were following two, and the classic split in opposite directions. So you picked one after, and where did the other one go? Who knows?
Okay, cool.
You'd have to backtrack and find.
I think that might be the next step here.
Yeah. I mean, we have the benefit of elevation, so we might be able to just get up to a higher elevation and see where they've been.
Did the other ATV split from the other one in an attempt to escape us?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're gonna raise some kind of alarm. We have to go now. We can't
Yep.
go onto higher elevation. We just gotta go fucking follow them.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing about that guy? The other guy?
We've got him tied up.
Putting him in the boot then?
Yeah.
In the hatchback. Throw him in the hatch.
Yeah.
You're pulling that little
Right.
screen over him to the back of the hatch. Just behind the seat.
Yep. Let's hope the hit location tables don't put a bullet through him then. It's no use to us dead.
I mean, that works well as spaced armor, so.
All right, let's see. It takes 20 minutes, and you catch up with the other ATV.
Tell him to pull over and drop any weapons.
You are going to get shot at again. At long range. There's 2 people on this, same as the other one. One's driving, one's looking back and seeing you guys, and he's pulling out his rifle and shooting at you.
I'm going to do some defensive maneuvers then.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hear the crack of gunfire, but your vehicle is unhit.
Okay. All right.
So are we gonna shoot back?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, so Saar. We searched the guy that we captured, and it turns out he has some very relevant tattoos. So we think he might have been one of the guys we're looking for. One of the terrorists.
Terrorists at the research facility had distinctive tattoos. He has one of them as well.
Oh my gosh. All right. After that phone call, I'm going to have to roll, you guys. Can we take this back up another time, Jay? Or you guys finish it off, but I got to roll. Sorry about that.
No,
I almost gave you full 2 hours.
I appreciate it, Jason. Thank you.
Sorry about that. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon.
But what next, guys? Saar,
okay.
back of the hatch.
All right. What?
Oh,
Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I can hear you. You're a little low, but go ahead.
Oh, I was just asking what we were doing. We're all just sitting there.
Yep.
Quietly.
Yeah, we are in the chase right now.
Yeah.
With this
All right.
other
What are we gonna
ATV.
do?
Return fire, I think.
Okay. I know that it's 8+, right? Is what I want to get. What dice am I rolling?
You are rolling
2d6.
your target number is 8 or better. Now, what weapon are you using?
My rifle.
You might be better off with an SMG in this case.
Yeah,
since
I
you've
would
got
be.
the plus 3.
But
Have one.
I think you can borrow SARS. Think he'll mind?
No. Would you like to use the submachine gun? You can if you want.
yeah, that's probably best.
So that means you're going to have to probably close into medium range. Long range with a submachine gun, you're going to have some minuses. Medium range, you'd have bonuses. Up to you.
I mean, I'm pretty happy with just +1
Yeah.
for the rifle. That's
We're
fine.
trying to catch up to them.
So I'll use the rifle. So that's 2d6 +1.
I'll tell you now that I know what you're using. Where's rifle? At medium range is a 0 modifier with a no armor +3. Your skill is +1.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you got a +4.
All right.
You got to get a little better.
So I got a 6 and a 1, so that's 7 + 4 is 11.
Yep. So you hit. And I'm making up my vehicle combat rules with the tables at hand here, the official rule book. Okay, roll for damage. You hit the guy that's shooting at you. And the rifle does 3d6 damage. Roll 3d6.
All right. 3, 1, 1, 1.
Okay, you wing them. They shoot back. Bullet goes through your instrument controls. Driver.
Oh boy.
But you're still handling. Anyone else shooting?
I guess I'll have a go.
All right.
That is 6 minus 1, so shot goes wide.
Okay. The driver is going to try to make an aggressive move. Driver, make a drive roll.
Okay.
Number 8 or better.
All right. Okay. That's 5 plus 3. That makes actually 8. Nice.
Okay. He's
Yeah.
doing some whoop-de-doos, going around, what do you call them, like these escarpments. Is getting really narrow. He's trying to get to some really difficult terrain that may squeeze your vehicle, but he is unable to lose you. And his passenger with the rifle is going to try to shoot at you guys again. Miss.
All right, boys. Take your shots.
All right. And that's still same range, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All
So
right.
I got a 5 and a 1. 6 plus 4 is 10.
Damn. You shoot. You hit the driver. Roll for damage.
All right. Well, hold on. One of those dice went off the table. I have to find it. 5, 4, 3. It's 12. 3d6, right?
Yep.
Yeah. 12 total.
12 points of damage. That, I think that knocks him unconscious. That definitely reduces one of his.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot. You just got like shot through like the back of the shoulder
Mm-hmm.
with the rifle. So he slumps over on the wheel, and the ATV goes, and the guy with the gun rolls out, and the ATV tumbles.
Well, let's pull up on that guy quickly.
Yeah. Gonna like blare out, drop your weapon, and we won't kill you.
These guys are really obstinate because he starts running away.
Fuck this guy, man. Hit him with the car.
like Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It's like in the music video for Karma Police. The one guy being chased by the car.
But
yeah.
really, I
Yeah,
think we should pursue him.
Yeah, let's run him down.
Is he? Did he drop his gun, or is he still going with it?
Here goes gun.
Okay. I think I might have to shoot him, just in the interest of our own safety.
Roll the hit.
Yeah.
All right. And that's medium range still, right?
Call it short. Well, I better look at my range, my physical ranges here, but I think it.
Yeah. Short range in this terms means actually melee range.
Okay, so medium.
Okay, so still +4. I got a 2 and a 3 plus 4. It's 9.
Roll damage.
5, 6, 3. It's 14.
He drops.
Sad. Let's drive over to him.
He's still breathing. He's unconscious.
I don't know. I don't think we're gonna be able to get this guy or the other person who I just killed in cold blood, like, to doctors. I don't know if there's a whole lot we could do for someone who's been shot and is unconscious.
Yeah. Rossi, do you have any medical experience?
Like, I don't think we could even triage that. That's
Yeah.
hopeless. That guy's dead.
Yeah,
let's see.
Turns out to be a
You're out
robot.
like Moab, and all of a sudden one of you guys sprouted a gunshot wound, right?
Mm.
Like, maybe some of you guys know what to do. I wouldn't. I'd be like, fuck! I'm gonna bleed out!
Yeah.
But yes, that's what's gonna happen to these guys if they don't get medical treatment. They just took gunshot wounds.
I mean, what do you guys want to do?
And you got one in the back that's still alive, right? In the boot.
Yeah. Dang it, if we had someone with a medical skill. And Hugo, you don't have any, do you?
Nope.
All right.
Turns out to be a robot, then guess it could do something.
Yeah, we aren't dealing with replicants, sadly. So, looks like we're gonna load up another stolen rifle.
Okay.
We're gonna check this. Actually, we're gonna check to see if he has any of the recognizable tattoos.
Yes, he does.
All right, we're gonna take pictures of that,
Okay.
and we're gonna check on the burning wreckage to see if we can find anything identifiable from that as well.
Identifiable wreckage of an ATV is what you find.
Yeah, I mean anything identifiable on the body of the driver.
You trying to check his wallet? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Looking
try
for.
to check his wallet, check if he has any of the tattoos.
He's got a tattoo, but they don't have any identification on him.
Okay, but it's the same type of tattoo still.
Yep. Yep.
We
Okay.
should check the driver as well, just for coverage.
That's
That's who we're checking right
Oh,
now.
okay. Oops.
So we've accomplished that. We've searched. You guys checked out both unconscious shot bodies. They're breathing shallowly, slowly bleeding out, unconscious, and they both do have those tattoos.
Okay. 3 out of 4 people have the markings of the gang that put the hit out on that facility. I think we've got some pretty conclusive evidence, do we not?
I guess. I mean, we also still have the living prisoner, so
Yeah.
we can just skedaddle at this point.
Yeah. I think we know enough now that we can go back to the boss with what we have. We've got a living prisoner to interrogate.
Okay.
And we've got some pictures.
Got it.
Actually, yeah.
So you're considering heading back to Kazawan City?
Yes.
Well, fantastic. That sounds, gentlemen, like a good place to stop for this session.
Yeah.
I feel it did. This was total. I appreciate you going through this because I had stuff prepped up within Vanders Dome. I had nothing prepped for any of this, where the session went. So I was trying to do this like a procedural BX game, West Marches style, with some random tables and to see what would happen.
I liked it.
And so now it kind of fits nicely. You guys are like when we do a BX game, when you leave town, go to a dungeon, come back. We've kind of done that, you know?
Yeah. I think we're going to need more firepower than this the next time we go out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we were pretty... If they both... We managed to outmatch them this time, but if we're going to go into their home, we're going to need something better than this.
Mm-hmm. And also, when I'm available, and I'm mostly, you can count on probably every 2 weeks, I'll post an opening to do this, and depending on which players come, is what characters are we using and what, I guess, adventure or missions that we would go on. And I don't know if any of you folks have been playing in Hobbs's or the like the Kalamata game or the Forlorn Shores or anything like that. On Roll20, have you been participating with those?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been playing a bit in Pete's game.
Okay. I'm just trying to follow their example that, you know, we may not be playing with the same people, but we always may have a chance of getting a game going with some action. You know, if the same people come together, we're back on that same where you were doing.
Yeah.
Because, like, is it William? Or William, do you have 2 characters now?
Yep.
Yeah, so do I. I'm looking. I'm hoping to figure out what happened to Captain Reynolds.
So that's how I plan on moving forward. And I really thank you guys for participating in this game mastering experience. And I look forward to continuing the adventures under the dome.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's fun.
It's a great time. See you later, Jake.